Good morning. Happy New Year. I hope everyone has had a lovely Christmas and New Year's, spending time with family, chillaxing, relaxing. Tom and I have been quite ill over the New Year period. I got back from the UK on last Friday, and I seem to have brought back some disgusting illness. So I've been out of it for like 5 days with chills, fever, and basically everything, just feeling really, really awful. And whatever it is, it's highly contagious. So Tom got it about 4 days later. But today's the first day where I feel slightly better. She says while coughing her lungs out. I feel like I have a little bit of energy this morning, so I'm gonna do some light outdoor stuff. But yeah, let's start the first video of the year on a positive note. Positive thoughts, manifesting positivity, manifesting our architect being done with the projects so that we can start construction on the main house before the summer this year. I've got a feeling that it's not going to be done for at least another year. If you guys are familiar with Portuguese bureaucracy, everything is very slow. Although we have come back with our architect with a couple of changes, so he's having to rework those changes. If the architect does take a long time, again this year, and then after he's done, he has to put the words, I can't think of words. He has to send the designs over to the council, the camera, and then the camera has to approve the designs in order for us to be able to go ahead with the construction on the main house, which might take even longer than anticipated. But Tom and I have basically decided that we are going to start on the barn when both of us are feeling like we can sort of do more manual stuff, maybe a week, couple of weeks, because we want to be able to move the chickens downstairs as soon as possible. And then we want to look into, obviously, the donkey, doing some research into cows, dairy cows, and then maybe a couple of sheep. So we want to extend the current goat shed into a big-ish barn to be able to home all these animals. And then we want to think about dividing up the main field area downstairs into little sort of paddocks for animals to be able to graze, and then for us to be able to grow good animal feed and then have them graze on the land. But yeah, I think that's what we are going to start with when we are both feeling better. But for now, we're just going to do some light gardening for now. Good morning. So after, 10 days of basically dying, pretty sure we had COVID.
Yeah.
We're back to moving, back to doing things on the land. We did do some small things earlier in the week, but it's been raining consistently for about a week, so quite hard to get outside. But today's job, we are putting in posts for what will be the permanent
Big chicken area.
We're currently behind the goat shed. The chicken coop is going to go basically just behind the goat shed here. It will be divided up into two sections, one for meat chickens and one for egg chickens. And then this entire section here is going to be the big chicken run.
Split into three.
What we did do earlier this week was put in some fruit trees around this whole sort of bottom filled section, including the whole goat area. Because we've decided that this whole bottom section is going to be the animal section.
Well, animals and then the occasional bit of,
the pigs, the chickens, the goats, the sheep, the donkey, the cow.
There's everything down here. Well, and also because, we eat a lot more meat than we do veg.
Yeah, we're meat eaters. We're heavy meat eaters. So yeah, we've been putting in some trees in each of what will become different paddock and grazing areas for animals, for shade, because as you can see there are no trees here and it gets very, very hot in the summer. So hopefully these fruit trees that we've put in will grow into tall, bushy shade sections for the animals. So
also it'll go very, very fertile. So if we do decide to put a crop in one of something, even at some point we may do the strip gardening in it and turn it over with the plough and put in the lines of stuff, and then we can use a wheel hoe. But that's a couple of years down the line, until all the animals are just crapped everywhere. I want this full of chicken poo, full of goat poo, full of everything poo.
Full of that good fertile poo.
And we need to take down the electric fence as well today.
Yeah. So we have a bunch of slate posts in what we originally planned to turn into a vineyard, but we've decided that there's no use having a vineyard.
Vineyards are pointless here. Every single person we know here has a vineyard. If we want wine, we can just swap.
Wine in Portugal is too cheap to maintain a vineyard.
Yeah, and too cheap and too good.
Yeah.
Like we live, on the edge of the Dow region, which is their version of Burgundy. Yeah. It's €3 a bottle. 3 euros for 5 litres.
But yeah, so we're going to take out all these slates around here. I think there's a bunch of wire around it as well that we need to remove. And put in the posts around the coop area.
I think
to eventually put in the chicken wire and the fencing.
My only concern is these high enough?
Yeah, because the chicken wire is only 1 metre high.
Yeah, and then what?
And then we'll do barbed wire on the very top. 2 or 3 lines of barbed wire.
We may need to get some wooden posts to go in between.
Oh, and we also need to reattach the fencing over there to keep the boars out.
But we can do that as well fairly quickly.
Yeah. Is that all of them?
There's one more there. I wouldn't have made you dig that out if I'd put them all in. I'd just be mean. You can get it touching the wire. I mean, this side's going to be particularly secure because that's what, almost 2 meters above ground.
Yep. You got your tape?
Got your tape. Go measure.
I reckon we'll need at least 100 meters of chicken wire to do this whole area.
Potentially. Do you want to leave me with an end, or you're just going to take the whole tape measure with you?
What, do you want to start from over there, over here?
Don't really mind.
Take your end then.
Off you go. This claims 8 meters long.
What, do you want to stand right on your
Well, I
corner?
thought we were going to start from your end. You can go to 8 meters and then come to me. Okay, okay. Is that 8?
8 is here.
Do you want to go all the way to the wall? Be on the safe side. Okay. To there is 8. To me. No, you need to push it in. This one's very old.
You need to push it in.
Yeah? 16.
I'm sure it's 16.
What, 2 8s?
Oh, your maths isn't great, is it? Your maths could do some work.
My English works, yeah.
350.
So call it 4, be on the safe side.
20 meters.
20 meters. Gotcha. 28 meters.
28 plus 7, 35.
35 meters.
43.
Mm-hmm.
5 meters.
What did you just say? 45.
43.
Plus 5 is 48 meters.
48 meters.
Mhm.
I mean, are we going to redo that section?
Well, we can't leave that as it is. It needs to be chickeny.
Yeah, so what was that?
48.
440.
48. Well, and up there.
52, 5240, so 53. 44.3. What did I just say?
For-
53.
You just said a whole load of random numbers. You said 53.
4 meters 30.
Okay, so 3 plus 4.
57.
Very
So
close.
about 60 meters.
Yeah. So 40 meters less than you thought.
60 meters of chicken wire. That's not actually that bad.
That's not bad at all.
They sell them in rolls of, I think, 20 metres.
No, it's more than that. 50 metres, the big one, isn't it?
You get 50 metres of this one. The chicken wire, I think, is 20 metres or 24 metres. 24 metres of chicken wire is about €60.
So 60 metres by 24 is
So we
3,
need
so
rolls.
150, 170, 180 euros for the wire.
€200 worth of wire. That's actually much less than
Than we thought it would be, yeah. And what the middle bits there, we're just going to do with normal.
We've already got about 20 metres of wire up there.
Yeah. And Wojtek's got a load of old stuff. Which actually, as soon as we're back up, I'll message him, ask him if he's still got it. Because that was quite a lot he had, and it was 1.5 metres high.
Yeah, plus
Also-
barbed wire, I think they sell in rolls of 100 for €50.
Also, don't forget, you're thinking that the rolls of chicken wire are 60 euros for 25 metres, but you're thinking it's 1.5 metres thick, and we're only going a metre thick. And they sell it by the metre squared. That's not that bad.
No. Not too bad at all.
Cool.
Cool. What's the next job on the list?
Cup of tea. Pounce!
Well, I think the next job for here is probably take all the rubble next to the goat shed.
And put it there as a pile.
But I think we need to strimp this front section here first.
I think we need to strim it and put the brick frame on first. I think we need to do the area and the slab before we start filling it up. So potentially we need to go and get some more bricks.
Yep.
And then carry them down, which will be good for you.
Yep.
Time to get the dog carts.
Welcome back to another episode of
Farm.
Working on the Veg Beds.
I mean, these are the last 4, aren't they?
I mean, we may put in another 2 before spring.
So yeah, veg beds.
Yep. Exciting stuff over here.
Yeah, thriller.
Thrilling. Oh, these gloves are so cold.
Goats do not like the mist. So I suggest we do, as opposed to really sailing. As opposed to trying to do sort of edges flat, we just try and do the whole area. We're going to put it on to vaguely flat. Because they are small. Salem, giant paws off.
Oh. Look at those worms.
Where?
There.
Bud, out of the way. Down.
exactly do you want to?
Well, I mean, if
do
we're
that?
literally just going to put cement in the cracks and then put lime over the top of the whole thing, we may as well fill it back in.
Well, are we going to pour cement underneath it first and then lay it on the cement?
I mean, if we dig it in, we don't need to.
Because that would stop weeds growing underneath the bricks.
I mean, it won't really, but it'll just grow under the cement. I mean, we can go.
Or we just cement the outside and in between.
I mean, yeah, just lime, cement for the gaps, lime for the outside.
So nothing inside.
It's going to come up to that level. I mean, we can. Nothing to stop us doing it. I mean, it wouldn't be much cement to pour a little circle around the bottom underneath.
Literally just a very thin layer.
Yeah, just to stick it.
On.
Yeah.
Mouth.
Wow.
I think the internet is going to judge you.
Perv dog in Portugal.
I think that way the dogs were actually trying to get in there.
Potentially. How you doing, mate?
That was back-breaking.
Mm-hmm. Is it nice to be back at it?
It is nice to be doing stuff again, to be active again. But you know, it's going to take a while.
To be fully active.
I feel like we've been sick for so long that it's going to take us like a week of everyday doing stuff to really feel like this is normal.
Yeah. Just to get back into the whole swing of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dogs are happy though. Aren't you guys? But yeah. More of the same tomorrow.
What do you mean? You've already done everything.
Got to do the other beds.
What are the beds?
The ones we just dug.
Oh, what? Cement those in?
Cement. Lime. Fill. Ready them. Put the posts in. Got to plant out all your new tomatoes.
2 out of 20 have germinated.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Wow. Brutal. Back to the farm now.